Miami is becoming known as the Wall Street of the South, attracting financial firms from everywhere because of its warm weather and lower taxes. This massive increase in population has resulted in 9 super tall skyscrapers being built, with the first already being constructed. These skyscrapers will be the tallest on the East Coast. Barring New York, rent costs are skyrocketing and those who can't afford it are being pushed out of the city. And while all of this transpires, Miami sits in the middle of the ocean, while climate change looms menacingly in the background. We're not even sure if Miami will be here in a few decades. So how do you construct an entire megacity when said megacity may become the next Atlantis? Let's get to the bottom of it on this episode of Built a Billion. Miami has always been one of the top destinations in the world, with its warm weather, beaches, and beautiful people, to go along with its lower taxes for residents. But the pandemic has greatly accelerated the influx of people here. In 2020, many people began to flee to Miami from lockdown restrictions in their own states, and there was also an increase in office leasing from giants like Microsoft and Amazon. With these larger corporations come smaller firms that would have otherwise never considered coming to Miami, and experts say Miami could now become a major player in the tech and finance worlds, on the same playing field with London and Silicon Valley within the decade. This is what earned Miami the moniker Wall Street of the South, and 2021 saw Miami gain the second biggest population increase in the entire country. The construction industry is right there to reap the benefits of this change in Miami's identity. One Brickell City Center is a 317-meter super tall skyscraper that will become the tallest office building in the entire state. Its 148,000 square meters of office space is impressive, but its rank as the tallest office building might not last because of the proposed one-bay front plaza that will reach a height of 320 meters. Luxury buildings are popping up around the city to complement these new commercial buildings as well. For example, you have the 319-meter skyscraper, 888 Brickell Avenue, that will have 259 condos spread over 82 stories. Then there's the creme de la creme of Miami's new super tall constructions, the Waldorf Astoria Hotel and Residences. This building looks like precariously stacked glass boxes reaching 100 stories high, and will contain 360 private condo units and 205 hotel rooms and suites. There will also be a restaurant and ballrooms, and construction has already begun. This would be great if there weren't inevitable doom awaiting the future megacity. But before we get into that, if you love to hear about all the mega projects of the world, please subscribe to the channel and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. It'll really help the channel out. Now back to the video. There's construction at every corner of Miami, along with investment in new businesses, but this comes with 45% rent increases, the highest in the entire country. Renters here put 60% of their income into housing, causing them to move into the suburbs and congesting traffic. This is nothing new and is a painful step to becoming a major world megacity. But this may become unsustainable when development begins to outgrow the city's infrastructure. Miami wasn't made to be some major metropolis. So with all of this construction, what will Miami look like at the end of the century, or in just a few decades? Quite simply, Miami could be erased from existence by the year 2100 and deemed unlivable well before then, according to Florida Climate Outlook reports. Sea levels are expected to rise 60 centimeters by 2070, and they're rising quicker and quicker. In an effort to stop this, Miami is spending $4 billion over the next 4 decades on seawalls, elevated roads, and high-capacity pumps and drainage systems to remedy flooding. But that might not even work either. Within a few decades, some areas will be too expensive to maintain and will have to be abandoned. Florida is in a terrible position in Hurricane Alley, and in 2017 alone, cyclones caused $265 billion worth of damage in the state. The weather is so bad that it's caused a phenomenon called climate gentrification, where the value of elevated land suddenly and dramatically increases across the city. In 2012, a home in Little Haiti costed around $99,000. 10 years later, this home now costs $414,000. Why? Little Haiti is 2.1 meters above sea level, while Miami Beach is only 1.2 meters above sea level. In Miami, centimeters mark the difference between hundreds of thousands of dollars. These areas are largely black, working class, and poor, and these citizens are pushed out for luxury districts like the one being built in Little Haiti, a $1 billion 6-hectare site. Miami is a megacity on the rise. Record growth has entered the city, and super tall skyscrapers fit for New York will dot the skyline in short time. But it's also one of the cities that will be most affected by rising sea levels and hurricanes. We'll see how Miami fights this impending doom. But for now, it needs to build in a way that protects itself from becoming the next Atlantis. What do you think about this rising megacity, otherwise known as Miami? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, click a video on the screen to watch something you haven't seen. And thanks for visiting Built a Billion.